Hey guys! Shh, it's like 11:30 p.m. on a work night. It's like Tuesday the 20th of March 2018. Sorry, I'm trying to move my phone back because otherwise I have to scratch and then it's awkward. Anyway, so it's the 20th of March 2018 and tonight I saw the one and only Ed Sheeran perform. It was quite interesting. I mean, obviously the build up to the concert was really quite interesting, considering when I was trying to get tickets it was hell. Like, oh my god, I remember when I was trying to get tickets, I was bored one day and I was trying to make YouTube videos because that's what I do, right? And the minute tickets would sell, I went onto Ticketek's website and it just wouldn't load. It like kept refreshing itself. I was like, okay, come 2 p.m. I finally managed to get onto Ticketek. And I finally managed to get at least one ticket. I couldn't get any more than one because it was like all sold out. I was like, no, but that's okay. I went and I had fun. 16,000 other people went and I'm guessing they had fun. Yay. Okay, so clock's on that side. Okay, so it's 11:30 p.m. Awesome. Okay, so and then obviously the build up to the concert, I was like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to afford this. I've got the hotel room that I've paid for because it's not safe to travel home after a certain time. I've got the concert ticket, it's already paid for, but I got to give my mom money for that because I used her credit card. And then I need money for the merchandise, which I don't know how much that is because I haven't been to a concert on this big scale before. And then I've got to figure out, you know, travel money. I'm like, oh god, I can't do it. And the financial side of this was stressing me out. I was like, I don't want to go now. I would rather give my ticket up and just stay home because it's stressing me out. I don't want to go, I don't want to go. And only a couple of days before his concert I was like, I can do this, I'm going, I think I have money, and if I don't I will go broke, but that's okay. I'm here, I'm getting ready. And as I was getting to the hotel, I was like, oh my god, I can't do this, I'm gonna freak out, I'm gonna panic, I'm gonna, okay, I need to calm myself, oh my god, I can't, like I was freaking out big time, I just couldn't do it, like holy crap, okay, just calm. Anyway, so I checked in, the doors didn't open till about 4, but I got in my hotel about 2 p.m. because during the day my siblings had their cross country, so I had to deal with them, with my family first, and then worry about everything else. So I got here around 2 p.m, dumped my bags, ran off to see if there's any merchandise stands open, which thankfully there were, and I grabbed some merchandise. Weirdly enough, for those who haven't seen it already, but you probably should because it's been online for how many days now, I've put photos of the merchandise stand on my Instagram, links in the description box by the way. I was looking at the merchandise, I was like, well that's kind of disappointing. Like there was these shirts, a couple of different tour shirts, and I was like, okay, that's fine, they're like 50 bucks each, no big deal. A couple of jumpers, which I think was 70, there was socks, beanies, wristbands, a vinyl of the Divide album, tour program, what else is there? Probably a few other things that I can't think of at the top of my head, but I've got photos of it and I've already posted them online, so link description box. And I was looking at it, I was like, this kind of underwhelming. Like I over budgeted for concert merch because you know it's better to over budget when you're going to a concert than under budget because you know you're gonna freak out when you've spent all your budget. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this. And I looked at the merch, I was like, well there's nothing really here that I want. I mean, I obviously want a tour shirt, but what tour shirt do I want? I don't want the white one because I don't really wear white shirts. White shirts easily get stained, so I don't understand why merchandise is usually in white. And then there was jumpers. I was like, I'm not gonna wear a jumper. They've got a jumper from like a previous concert I went to when I was a kid, and that doesn't fit me, and it just sits in the cupboard. So that was kind of a waste of money. I mean, I want a program because I always buy programs, so I just went with two things, 2 shirts and a program, which cost me about $120, $130, which wasn't too bad. So this was one of the shirts, it's this one. It's a Divide with his name across it, and at the back is the, let's get awkward, he traveled places where he went. That was awkward. Ow, sorry, spasms. And then this was the other one, where he's sitting there. It's kind of depressing, but it's nice. And then again on the back it's got the locations where he traveled to. Yay. It says it started in October 7, 2017 and obviously finished. It's going to finish April the 1st, 2018. Holy crap, that's Easter. People are going to go to concert on Easter Sunday. You're going to be one lucky bastard, Ed Sheeran. Okay, and then and I also bought the program, which is mostly, it smells funny by the way, but it's just mostly photos of him, which is awesome, I guess. There is some behind the scenes tour photos, which are pretty cool because I like learning that sort of stuff. Tells you whereabouts he's performed or something along those lines. Sorry. And also down the bottom, which you probably can't read, is the set list. I should have looked at that before I left. But it's going to help me when I put these videos up. And I was like, okay. Okay, that's fine. So I brought those 3, and obviously prior to the concert, Ticket Tech and Frontier are releasing emails and safety tips on Suncorp Stadium, which is where the gig was at, and saying that you can't bring this and this, and you can't do that and that and that. It's like, okay. So basically I was freaking out. I was like, okay, my bag, I don't know how big it is, and the crap I always bring, I don't know if I can bring it. Like, can I bring my phone? Can I bring my camera? Can I bring a water bottle? Which apparently you can't bring water bottles because they're like a safety hazard. So I was like freaking out. But thankfully when I went through security, they're like, yeah, you're fine. I was like, oh, thank God. I'm panicking for nothing. But awesome. So I got there around 5 and it was literally dead. The only thing that was full was the mosh pit, which doesn't surprise me because people had been waiting there when I was getting my merch, and that was like 2 o'clock getting merchandise. So that was hectic. So I waited, and people didn't start actually arriving until 7:30, which is halfway through Missy Higgins' set list, because she was one of the opening acts. The first opening act was Fergus James, which I don't think I put it up online, but personally to me he sounds like Ed Sheeran, but less romance, more dance. Like, he's the type of guy that you can get dance to, and whereas Ed Sheeran's is romance and revenge sort of stuff. You know, Ed Sheeran's awesome. And then it waited about 30 minutes and then Missy Higgins kicked it up into a set list. And by the time Missy Higgins started, people were starting to rock up and seats were starting to be filled. And she sang majority of her classics. Most of her classics, some non-classics, some from the new album, all that. She also revealed that she's pregnant with her second baby. She's having a girl. So congrats, Missy. I'm not actually really a fan of Missy Higgins. Like, I don't mind her music, but it's not something that I would listen to all the time. So, but it was great seeing her perform live. She was amazing. And then we waited until about 8:45 for Ed Sheeran. And when he came on stage, the crowd went wild. Why? Because they showed snippets of him walking up to the stage and preparing, you know, to be on stage. It was like, holy crap, and everyone went wild. So I've got videos, hopefully they work, because oh my God, my phone kept stuffing up. I was like, please, no, not now, don't do this to me now. So I think I filled up a whole memory card. I think it's a 32 gig memory card that I put in my phone this morning. That's probably full. I put a new memory card in my camera this morning, and I think that was 16 gigs. I've only got 500 photos left that I can fill it with. So, definitely worth a night out. Mind you, it helped that I had my sibling stuff on this morning. But Ed Sheeran's great. He went through all of his songs from his Plus album, his Divide album, his Multiply album, a range of songs. He did a cover song of crap, I can't even think of the song. That's really bad. And it's not even in here. I can't think of the cover song. I will get back to you, Joe, on that. I probably won't. But he did the songs I'm a Mess. Actually, he didn't do that. Some of these songs in his set list that he says he didn't actually do all of them in the concert, which was okay. Because it says he did Chasing Cars, which he didn't do. It said that he did I'm a Mess, which I don't think he did, but I could be wrong. half the song started to blend into one of another. I was like, oh god, that's bad. But it was great because everyone got into the action. For those who haven't been, which is people like me, Ed Sheeran's gig is a one-man show. That's it. And I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. I've been to concerts before, and one-man shows are usually just the opening acts, and so we'll see how this goes. I mean, I like Ed Sheeran, so that was awesome. I mean, I don't know how he's going to do his concert, but okay. But he did it. His backdrop editing was really amazing. Like, he would stand on his stage where he stands and does his little thing on the stage, and the screens behind him, because he had all the screens behind him in like an oval shape, the screens behind him were lit up with drawings and fireworks, probably not fireworks, but like drawings and stars and the galaxy and trees and drawings dancing and all this, and it was amazing to watch. Like, whoever came up with that concept and drew all of it and designed all of it did an amazing job. Like, it blew me away. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the videos when I upload them. Hopefully you can, depending how temperamental my programming skills are, which are really bad. So it was amazing. Ed Sheeran gets the audience involved. I mean, I've been to concerts before where artists are like, yeah, please sing along, but only because you kind of paid your ticket to come here. Ed Sheeran's like, you know what, you guys are here, I want you to have as much fun as you want. I want you to lose your voice. I want you to dance, day the daggiest dance. You know, I'm up here feeling awkward, and I want you guys to feel just as awkward as me, so get up and shake it and do this and that and be involved. So he really interacts with the audience, and it's brilliant. It was like, I don't think I've ever seen an artist interact with the audience the way Ed Sheeran does. You know, I've seen Cher live, I've seen Melanie Martinez live, I've seen Bryan Adams, Maroon 5, Pink. You know, I've seen all those artists, and they don't compete with Ed Sheeran. Like, they've obviously got their own little stints going on, and it's great. I mean, I've seen Britney Spears perform live. I can't believe I forgot that one, but that's a different story. You know, these artists don't interact with the audience the way that Ed Sheeran does, and the way that Ed Sheeran interacts with the audience, he's just like, guys, I get it that I'm singing, and I get that I'm supposed to be the only one singing, but you're here with me under this roof, which is technically all open, but I want you to scream, I want you to sing, I want you to dance, I want you to look at the person next to you and be like, I don't care if I don't see you again, because I'm going to do the daggiest dance I can do this, I'm going to do that. And it was brilliant. He got the audience interacting, and it was amazing. It was like, how the hell did you do this? Like one word, the whole audience just dropped. There was some people obviously recording the concert. I mean, I recorded the whole thing without annoying people around me, because that's actually possible. So you could see random phones flopping up here and there. And there was 2 songs where he encouraged audience members, where he's like, everybody hold your phone up, I want to see the light. And it was brilliant seeing the lights off, like the stadium lights off, the concert lights off, and seeing just phones up in the air with them being lit up. It was jaw-dropping. I think the only ever time I see that is when I go to a Wiggles concert with my family, when they do the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star song, because they want the stars and I like to, you know, hypnotize the kid for a few minutes. So, you know, but this is different. The whole audience got involved, not just a couple of parents here and there, the whole audience. And it was great. I mean, I get that Ed Sheeran can sing. I've got his albums. I know he can sing. I've seen his music videos. I know he can do all that stuff. But seeing him perform live blew my mind. I was like, holy crap. I don't think if I talked about it, anybody would believe me. It was brilliant and amazing, and I'm glad I went. I mean, I obviously hated getting out and the fact that I was freaking out beforehand, but being in the stadium, being amongst other fans was brilliant. I mean, there were some people behind me who were like, yeah, okay, we'll sing along, but we're just here because we like you and you deserve our money, pardon me. But they didn't interact as much as you would think they should. I mean, I get it, you're in the mosh pit, you're allowed to interact, you can go crazy, but compared to us who are sitting in the seats, we don't really want to stand up because we might be blocking the people in front of us, and that would be rude, and we can't really boogie because we can't sit in the aisles because, well, that would be a health hazard or safety hazard, whatever. So we just kind of sit in our chairs and bop along. I mean, I bopped along. You'll probably notice that when I put my videos up, you'll see them bopping and stuff like that. I have to go through my camera to delete all the blurry photos. And so if you haven't ever been to an Ed Sheeran concert, you should. You won't be disappointed. Tomorrow night he's in Brisbane, the last show in Brisbane, last show in Australia for his Divide tour, and that's the 21st of March, which is a Wednesday. And then he travels down to New Zealand, which starts on the 24th of March and finishes April the 1st. So New Zealand, you're in for one hell of a show. He blows it mind. Like, I was watching him when he was doing his guitar stuff, like just going hard at the guitar. I was like, holy crap, dude, are you gonna break it? Like, I could just imagine you doing your guitar stuff and just breaking strings midway through, and I was like, I'm kind of nervous. Like, I don't want you to break a string while you're performing for us. He did the I Don't Need You, You Need Me song, and he was just going at it hard, and I was like, you're gonna break your guitar strings, but this is epic, and I'm gonna sing along and scream along, and I don't want you to break your guitar strings because apparently those are expensive to fix. Oh, sorry, I'm sunburnt, it hurts. But no, it was amazing and spectacular and stunning, and it just proves that you don't need, you know, aerial acts or 30-second film clips of featurettes, whatever you feature in the concerts. You don't need a huge band. You don't need, you know, the biggest name to be your guitarist. You don't need the biggest name to be your drummer. You can just have your voice and your fans. That's it, and it's great. It proves that he's different from other artists. It's why he's still an artist, I guess. I mean, you look at other celebrities, you look at them and be like, yeah, great, you're still around. I wish you weren't, because you're not as good as you used to be. Ed Sheeran's been out for how many years, and he's just getting better and better each year. Like I said, this is my first time seeing him perform live, but, you know, I can just imagine that he blows the socks off everybody, regardless whether it's their first concert, their last concert, whether it's his first concert, whether it's going to be his last concert. He's going to blow this roof off the ceiling and blow the socks off everybody and make them go home going, holy crap, that was epic, and it was, ha 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 ha. So, you know, I'm glad I got a chance to see Ed Sheeran perform live, and I'm glad that I went to a concert that, for a change, I spent less time worrying about whether my phone was recording and more time about going, holy crap, that is awesome. Like, obviously I did record stuff and my phone kept playing up, and I was like, I am lost in translation of what's going on the screen, and I probably should be looking at my phone because I want to record this, but I can't because this is too hypnotizing, and oh crap, my phone's not actually recording. Okay, record. Oh, this is awesome. Like, I just wanted to take my phone away, but I wanted to record it because there's no way in hell I'm gonna look back and be like, what just happened? You know, I tell you, every time I do a video, I have the world's crappiest memory. So for me not to have something, physical evidence like this, I guess, it makes me go, okay. And because I know my cameras took blurry photos, I want something where I can sit on the train and annoy the hell out of everyone else on the train because I'm watching videos of a concert. So yeah, I've got an epic, amazing concert. But I don't even know what time it is. Actually, I probably do. Actually, it won't even tell me the time. Awesome. So, sorry, I'm trying to find the time. Oh, it's just past 11:30. That's okay. I think. But sorry, I'm so tired. I've been up since 5 AM. I've been under the sun since like 2 PM. I'm bugging. Okay, so like I said, Ed Sheeran's concert is amazing and spectacular, and if you haven't gone before, you should go the next time he's in your local area. I'm not too sure how much everyone's concert ticket was individually, but I know mine was no more than $100, which was great, because obviously when you see big acts, especially acts that are getting bigger and bigger each year, their price rises. So I don't know if it's been $100 every concert, but I do remember hearing that Ed Sheeran would prefer to keep everyone's concert prices around the same price. So whether you're in the mosh pit or whether you're up in the crappy section, you're all paying the same price. So hopefully that's true, but obviously he can't come up with prices. It's everyone else who does the fun part of accounting and all that. Yes, so I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm bugged, I'm thirsty, everything you name under the sun. Again, if you haven't seen Ed Sheeran perform live, you totally should. I will upload this video to YouTube, obviously, that's why you're watching it on YouTube. I will upload my videos that I took. Hopefully I can fix the lighting issue, hopefully, probably not. Stalk my Instagram, because I've posted a crap load of concert photos on there, and I'll probably be posting more depending if I can be bothered organising it all properly. Yeah, it's a hassle, you know. Instagram needs an easier way to upload photos. So with that rant aside, I bid you adieu, and Ed Sheeran, please come back to Australia, Brisbane more specifically, actually worldwide, and then come to Brisbane because we're awesome too, because I would love to see you perform live again. So whatever album you bring out next, whatever journey you go on in your life next, I mean, you and Cherry are engaged, or according to the media you guys are actually married. Either way, congratulations, yay. So whatever you two do together, that's great. Whatever you do with your career, I can't wait. So yeah, thank you Ed Sheeran, thank you Focus and James for being a cool opening act, and I will now subscribe to your music. Missy Higgins, thank you for blowing my socks away, because I only ever listen to your music when it's on the radio. They don't have any new albums, but you're awesome, and I know she's coming to Brisbane for a tour in May because she mentioned it. And congratulations to baby, by the way. So yeah, I don't have a problem with tonight. I did have a problem with security, but security is a different matter. Everybody had a problem with security. Like, those bastards blocked half the exit ways when we were trying to get out. Like, you made it 10 times worse. We're trying to get out the bloody stadium. But I've already ranted about that on Instagram, so that's okay. So, Ed Sheeran, I've said this already, please come back to Brisbane. We would love for you to do it. With your next album, whether it just be for a holiday or whatever, please come back. And I think that's everything. Because I'm running out of patience and words, and I think so. Sorry, it's like I said, it's almost 11, it's probably past 11:30 now. Oh god. So yeah, see ya. Instead of dragging it on, I will see you guys in another video. Bye. Oh, by the way, before I go, don't get annoyed at my awkward, badly sung along voice to Ed Sheeran's video, to Ed Sheeran's music, because you will hear me singing in the background and screaming. Just a heads up. See you.